Welcome to Falls Count Anywhere, where the wrestling ring meets the heart. Hosted by the gentleman Jody Powell, join us as we dive into the latest pro wrestling news and rumors, from the electrifying world of WWE to the inspiring stories of wrestling for Christ. This is your all-access pass to the action, the faith, and the hope. This is Falls Count Anywhere.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Falls Count Anywhere. I am your host, the gentleman Jody Powell, and with me, as always, deep in the Buchanan Laboratory, is the mad scientist, Mike Buchanan. Mike, what's up, buddy?
Temperature's always up down here in Arizona.
Oh, man, you ought to invent this thing, maybe call it some kind of conditioning of air.
I've thought about that.
I have a feeling somebody's beating you to that punch, man. But yeah, it's the dog days of summer as we plow through August, headed toward fall, where some of us will get a relief in temperatures, but not all of us, right, buddy? I mean, I've been to Phoenix in September when it's 118 degrees, literally.
Yeah.
So the only good thing about fall, I'll be honest with you, summer is my favorite time of year. Fall begins the drudgery that I feel of fall and winter. The only good thing about fall in my mind is college football and pumpkin spice stuff.
Oh, I love fall. Fall's my favorite season.
Is it really? Oh man, I'm just not a fall kind of person. I don't love the leaves falling. I don't love the temperature. Like I said, the only thing good about fall is that college football is back, and fall just leads to winter. Winter is my least favorite, and so I think fall kind of gets a bad rap in my mind because it's leading me right into my least favorite time of the year. But hey, you know what? I'm alive. I'm healthy. I have been blessed by the Lord, so I have nothing to complain about. So, buddy, speaking of complaining, I got a little crick in my neck from last Saturday night. Tell me what's going on in the lab.
Well, I saw that with thoughts of you and maybe a few other people, and with a nod to the old Adam West Batman. I'm working on a chair repellent T-shirt for just such occasions.
I could have used it last Saturday night, man.
Well, you know how I am sometimes. Better late than never.
Better late than never. That's right. I love it. I'm down with it as long as you don't sell one to Dylan Dollar, because he's got a receipt coming.
We'll sell it to him after he sets his receipt.
Yeah. Well, there's one on the way coming up this Saturday night, fans. King of the Mountain, WFC. We're going to talk a lot more about what happened on Saturday Night Praise and Power Hour and King of the Mountain coming up in our WFC segment in just a little bit. But right now, we've got to talk about the WWE presenting Ratatouille. Right? Isn't that
absolutely
this Sunday or Saturday?
As we're taping this.
Sunday. That's right. Sunday after church, 2 p.m. WWE in Paris. WWE presents Ratatouille, and what do you say, Mike? Let's run through this card and see what kind of fun predictions we can do. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Give me a match, man, and let's predict.
Okay. So we start with the four-way?
Yeah, let's do. What a deep breath that was.
I know.
Main event Jay, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and LA Knight. Yeah.
I'd like to see LA Knight win in the City of Lights.
You know, it would be great to see a title change hands. But here's why I'm predicting Seth will win, is because he just won the title. They don't switch titles that quickly. Seth's going to have to hang on to it for a little while. So somehow Seth Rollins is going to walk out with a title. Now, if that means Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker get involved, or even Braun Strowman, I don't know. You never know. I don't know how he's going to retain, but I do believe Seth Rollins retains.
Probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
What else we got?
We have the other title match between Cody Rhodes and the Leprechaun, Drew McIntyre.
Well, assuming Drew McIntyre can get his passport straightened out this time, I don't know where he's stuck in the world now. Um, I don't, again, I don't see how this match even is taking place without any buildup. Have you heard any buildup of this match? I haven't.
They've
Maybe
only
there
been
has
talking about
been.
it for two weeks, so I'm not sure what they're trying to do. I think something else fell through the cracks, if I'm being honest.
Well, if it did, and this is a thrown together match, then obviously Cody Rhodes is going to win, retain, and again, he just regained that title at SummerSlam. So don't see Cody dropping it, and I don't see him dropping it to Drew McIntyre with very little buildup, which is a shame for Drew McIntyre because, quite frankly, if
Absolutely.
there's anyone on that roster that deserves a long title reign, I think it's Drew McIntyre,
No, I agree with that.
not
I
CM
do.
Punk.
No,
No,
no. And not Jey Uso.
who?
Jey Uso.
I know. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, he did. He was. He is a former world champion, isn't he? Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so is David Arquette.
Yeah, right. I know. He's a soon-to-be uncle, apparently. Uncle Oos.
No comment.
Naomi's pregnant and vacated the title, so good for the congratulations to Big Jim and Naomi. What else we got it in Paris?
Oh, because they know we've been excited about it for the last 14 months. Another edition of Sheamus and Rusev. A good old, I think the building is a good old Donnybrook or some such nonsense.
A good old Donnybrook.
Yep.
A banger. Is that what he said?
Something like that, yeah.
No.
That's what Sheamus calls them.
You know, this could have been interesting.
In what universe?
In a universe where they actually put creativity and thought into building this match instead of this being like the 47th rendition of these two facing one another.
Tell me more.
I just don't. This is all based on Rusev and Sheamus being a team in the past, and Rusev getting fired, and there's been very little time dedicated to truly building this. We've had a few run-ins. Rusev's jumped the rail and tagged Sheamus, or vice versa, or something. It's been kind of a forgettable build, and to hear that this match is on a PLE, it's like, but I just saw 3 renditions of this on Raw consecutively. Why are we doing this again? I hope there's a payoff. I hope that both men move on to bigger and better things, because this feud has not been it.
No.
Go ahead.
Somebody was floating the idea of doing another United Nations with those two and a couple other people.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know who I'd want to lead it? Gunther. But he's going to be out for a while, so that won't happen anytime this year.
Probably not. Let's see, what else do we have? Cody and Drew. Oh, the match the whole universe is waiting for. On the final tour, John, You Can See Me versus Logan Paul.
John Cena versus YouTube.
Yes. Pretty much.
No, respect to Logan Paul, because he certainly has he's, you take away how he became famous and who he is, like you turn a camera on and you upload a couple of videos, they go viral, and all of a sudden you're famous. Okay. But he absolutely has dedicated himself to training and learning the craft. And I think he's becoming a really good wrestler. Now, a little bit of a high spot freak. And maybe that's clouding my judgment. But this match is absolutely positively forgettable on the John Cena retirement tour, as they all seem to be so far.
Well, I mean, dude, you and I were talking about it before we went on the air. Talking about how so many of the wrestlers have 2 moves. So basically, this is the move he has. He can hit you if you're not looking, and he can fall on you from high objects. I can do that.
You're talking about Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He's pretty athletic. He flips over the top rope and hits that clothesline. It's pretty sweet. His athleticism has allowed him to fall on you in really cool ways. I'll just say that. John Cena, on the other hand, has got a 5-knuckle shuffle, calf crusher, and an AA, and that pretty much describes the last 20 years of his career.
Pretty much.
Well, Mikey, I don't know what else is on that card, but I can tell you this: it's probably not worth talking about because we're going to go to break, and when we come back, fans, we're going to talk some WFC. We've got King of the Mountain coming up Saturday. We've got what happened on Saturday Night Praise and Power Hour. Yes, I'm going to talk about that right after these messages.
In the shadows of King's Mountain, legends are tested, and one will rise. All titles on the line. One match to crown a king. The Chris Thunder Anderson Memorial Golden Ticket awaits. The King of the Mountain. 2 hours. One destiny. Saturday, August 30th at 6 p.m. on Abundant TV. It's not just wrestling. It's wrestling for Christ.
Welcome back, fans, to Falls Count Anywhere, and it's time to dive in to the world of the WFC. And Mikey, we've got King of the Mountain.
Whoa! Don't dive too far in there, partner.
Okay.
How are you feeling after last week?
I'm feeling pretty good, Mike. Last Saturday night, I was attacked from behind by Dylan Dollar with a chair, as we all saw on Saturday Night Praise and Power. Hit me twice. Hit me once on the way to the ring. Then those two sorry clowns AWOL pulled me in, beat me down a little bit, held me up, and let Dylan Dollar hit me right in the ribs. And my ribs are a little sore. Caught me right in the ribs, went down. He hit me in the back and proceeded to add a stipulation to his dog collar match with Nathan Sawyer. And that is that the loser will eat dog food. And so we'll have to see what happens there. But, as far as Dylan Dollar hitting me with a chair, I just have one thing to really say about that, Mikey. And that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Dollar swings a chair like a girl. It's enough to put you down, and AWOL beating you down, and then it didn't help to have my very own wife, the Duchess, put her foot on my back and raise the hands of the men who just beat me down. Well, you're going to want to tune in to King of the Mountain, fans, because I've got a little something for the Duchess. I've got a little something for AWOL. And I've got a little something for Dylan Dollar. You see, Dylan Dollar said, Mike, on Saturday Night Praise and Power Hour, he got in my face as AWOL was holding me up. He was in my face, and he used the old Rowdy Roddy Piper line. Just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions. That's what Dylan said to me. Well, just when you're changing the questions, pal, I'm changing the topic. And come King of the Mountain, you're going to find out real quick that the topic has changed, and it's not a good one for you. AWOL seems to have this mystery opponent for the world title. I smell something fishy here, Mikey. I smell something nefarious that they're working out with the Duchess, and she's been tight-lipped about it. We don't talk shop at home. That's the way we survive.
I don't recommend talking business with your wife at home anyway, if you're in the same business.
No, not at all. Keep the two separate, but come King of the Mountain, I've got a little something for her too. So you're going to want to tune into that, fans. King of the Mountain coming up this Saturday night on Abundant TV, August 30th, 6 p.m. It's a 2-hour special. Mike, let's run down this card. You've got the dog collar match. Dylan Dollar versus the Mad Dog Nathan Sawyer. Loser eats dog food. I've got a can of Purina One waiting for you, Dylan Dollar. Then you've got General Pickle taking on All Business Kenny Austin for the Abundant Television Championship. And that's going to be a really good one. General Pickle has quietly made a huge name for himself. He has gone through several men, including Mad Dog Nathan Sawyer, to become the number one contender for that title, even though he had a little help from Dylan Dollar. But yeah, General Pickle will be, and I have to wonder, Mike, about Sir Charles Humperdinck, who has sworn revenge on Kenny Austin. Is Sir Charles going to be somehow involved?
Hey, I just thought about it. I think your boy Dollar and the General should form up, make a tag team.
The General Dollar.
No, Dill Pickle.
Or I thought you were going to say the Dollar General.
That works too.
Oh man, yeah, I've heard certain chants of Dollar Tree, Dollar General pointed in his direction, but yeah, General Pickle and Dylan Dollar. You got Dollar General.
Absolutely.
Dill Pickle's good too. Hey, we got World Tag Team title match with the Enlightened. Did you see the interview I did with the Enlightened last Saturday night? I said the C word, Mike. I said, this feels a little cultish, and they were offended. Said the Light is nothing more than just a family of people who come together to share in the light. And it was just a lot of round the world talking from the Enlightened, much like cults tend to do. But we've got them taking on Perfect Vision for the WFC World Tag Team titles. I don't see Perfect Vision slowing down. They are on a roll. They are just absolutely steamrolling the tag team division. This Enlightened team has gotten into their heads a little bit, but I don't see Perfect Vision falling off there. And then you got the World Heavyweight title match, AWOL versus a mystery opponent. And this is where I feel like some shenanigans are coming into play, and they're out here playing games. Well, I've played a few games myself, so we'll see what happens as a result of what happened last Saturday night.
Jody, what's with that T-shirt?
The T-shirt, Evil, Mean, and Nasty. The T-shirt honoring Chris Thunder Anderson as we head into King of the Mountain. The King of the Mountain match, Mike, is a very Royal Rumble-esque type match. Two men start, another man enters. How do you become King of the Mountain? You throw everyone off the mountain. You get them out of the ring, toss them out. And the winner of that will receive the Chris Thunder Anderson Memorial Golden Ticket, which is good for a WFC World Heavyweight title match at any point in time that the person who wins that match chooses, much like Money in the Bank. So I'm hearing a lot of rumors, Mike, a lot of different names, a lot of new guys. So many wrestlers wanted to be involved in King of the Mountain. So we'll have to see, fans. That's going to be an incredible match. The entire 2 hours is going to be something you are not going to want to miss. This Saturday night, August 30th, 6 p.m. right here on Abundant Television, WFC presents King of the Mountain. If nothing more, tune in to see Dylan Dollar take a bite out of dog food, because my money's on the Mad Dog Nathan Sawyer. The dog collar match is the match that his family owns. They are the innovators, the absolute dominators of a dog collar match. And I expect nothing more than from Mad Dog Nathan Sawyer to dominate this match. And that's what I'm looking forward to. You can look forward to it too, 6 p.m. Saturday night, August 30th, 2 hours, Mike. Stay tuned, fans. After this, we'll be right back with our favorite part of the show as we continue our study into the armor of God. It's coming up. It's Finding Tomorrow. Hello, wrestling fans. The gentleman Jody Powell here. And I want to put you onto two, not one, but two YouTube channels that you need to check out. First, Wrestling for Christ WFC, right here. Check it out. Every episode of Saturday Night Praise and Power Hour up until the last week's episode is on that channel. And then Falls Count Anywhere 323, me and Mike talking it out right here on Abundant TV and YouTube. Check it out.
In the shadows of King's Mountain, legends are tested and one will rise. All titles on the line. One match to crown a king. The Chris Thunder Anderson Memorial Golden Ticket awaits. The King of the Mountain. 2 hours. One destiny. Saturday, August 30th at 6 p.m. on Abundant TV. It's not just wrestling. It's wrestling for Christ.
When Wrestling for Christ visits the Philippines, we bring more than just wrestling. We bring the love of Jesus Christ. Our mission extends beyond the ring. We hold vacation Bible schools, run basketball and youth camps, and visit villages to share the gospel, offering hope and encouragement to those in need. Since 2017, Wrestling for Christ has seen thousands of professions of faith and lives changed simply by sharing the love of Jesus. In 2025, we're planning to return for television tapings on Abundant TV to reach even more lives. We need your support to continue this vital work. Help us bring hope to the Philippines.
Scan the QR code to donate today and go to our website to learn more about this ministry.
Thank you and God bless.
Welcome back, viewers, to what Jody and I have probably since the start of this show said was our favorite part, Finding Tomorrow. And the reason we say that, first of all, is because we hope it's the most impactful part of this show. And it means the most to us because we know that people are looking for hope for tomorrow. Jody and I have been there. And I think out of the armor of the Lord, the pieces of the armor of the Lord, Jody, that this one is the most hopeful. For those of you that are tuning in now, or those of you that stumble into this somewhere, we've been studying the armor of the Lord from Ephesians 6, verses 10 to 18. We've talked about truth, the belt of truth, which holds everything together. We've talked about the breastplate of righteousness, which isn't our righteousness, it's the Lord's, but it protects our vital organs, as Jody says. But now we come, for some reason, whyever the Lord did it, he moves from the breastplate to the shoes. And the shoes, the way that Paul describes it, in verse 15, he says, "And with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace." So it's a matter of walking with that peace, and it's a matter of being ready to share that peace with those you come in contact with. Not only by calming things down, but in order to help them find tomorrow too, by letting people know how you found the peace in the first place. Jody, you're talking about ways that you've been able to do that in your daily life.
Yeah, Mike, it's the thing that I think most Christians try to shy away from is how do you talk to other people about Christ? And so many people are fearful of rejection and fearful of what people are going to say and what are they going to think. And so that's not a place of peace. So, what works for me in terms of how I come to know things and gain knowledge and really have the Lord enlighten things upon me is I love to be inspired by people's stories. And so that's how I share the gospel, is not what Christ can do for you, but what Christ has done for me. Down here in the South, we have a term called Bible thumping. I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't want to be the person that's telling you, you better read these verses and believe them and say a prayer, you're going to die and go to hell. That's just, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Some people appreciate that kind of directness. Me personally, I believe that hearing how Christ has impacted my life will hopefully inspire someone to pursue what Christ can do for them. I'm in no place to tell them what what Christ can and will do for them, because I don't know the mind of the Lord. I don't know what path he has them on. All I can share with them with the belt of truth is what has happened in my life and how Christ has changed my life and how things have what I know in terms of having that peace that is just welded to those shoes that I'm walking in.
That's good. And for those of y'all that are out there and you're not sure where to start or how to start, from personal evangelism experience, remember how Jesus did it with his disciples. You have the 12 people in all of history, besides Paul, who knew him better than anybody. And he didn't say, Peter, I want you to go to Damascus. And Matthew, I want you to go to Galilee. And James, I want you to go to Nazareth. He sent them out 2 by 2. Why? Because there's strength in numbers. Plus, it's always better to go with a partner. But the thing is sometimes the greatest conversations can start with the simplest questions that have absolutely nothing to do with it. You know, Jesus, whenever he went to the well at Samaria and met the woman, he didn't necessarily go and say, hey, do you know who I am? He asked her about her.
Yep.
And when she said, you know, my husband, he said, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
And once she said that, once he said that, she went, I think you're more than a prophet.
Yeah. She recognized.
And
And that's what you want people to do. You don't want people to run to God out of fear of damnation. You want people to recognize God for the love that he has for them and for the incredible life altering experience that God can create within their soul.
Absolutely. We referred to this verse before, but on doing the research this evening, I was reminded that it's actually referred to back in the Old Testament in Isaiah, but it's in Romans 10, verse 15. And this is after they talk about how will they know unless somebody goes, you know, and how will they hear unless somebody preaches? And then it says, and how shall they preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of, not Jesus, because he was around back then, that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
Yeah.
Your finding tomorrow, guys, is realizing that the best thing you can have is Jesus. He's coming back sooner than we realize.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing you can do for anybody, you can donate a kidney, you can buy a house. All those things are cool. They don't have any eternal value, sorry.
Nope.
The best thing you can do is say, what do you know about Jesus? Like Jesus asked Pilate, I think, who do you say that I am?
Yeah.
Who does your friend say that Jesus is?
You know, Mikey, it's the one thing that will allow you to navigate in this world with everything that's going on and all the things that are happening and natural occurrences, man-made occurrences, all of the things that cause us angst. It's the one thing that will bring you peace. And that peace is not meant to be hoarded. It's meant to be shared. And so that's your finding tomorrow. Find your peace with the Lord Jesus Christ and then share it with others. It's really that simple. I'll tell you what else is simple, Mike.
What's that?
Staying tuned, because coming up is Chris Whaley, Jeff Dixon on The Clash right here on Abundant TV.